Hey everybody, JR Fisher here. And you know what I've been getting a lot of? I've been getting a lot of people going, JR, I don't want to lose money. I can't spend money on Facebook ads. I don't want to lose money. I'm scared to death. And I get it because I did the same thing. I spent a bunch of money on Facebook ads and nothing happened. Nothing. I mean, some people would click, but didn't sell anything. So that's a real concern. I get it. It's a super real concern, but we've got a method. And I want to kind of go through that method with you right now, because if you're in a situation where you don't have a lot of money to spend on Facebook ads, this is what you need to do. Heck, if you have a lot of money to spend on Facebook ads, this is still what you should do, because what you do with Facebook ads basically is you test different audiences, and when you test different audiences, you figure out which ones work, and then once you figured out what audiences work, you spend more money on them. So that's how the process actually works. But I want you to kind of drift with me to Vegas for a second, okay? Because we're going to go into Vegas and we're going to talk about gambling at a casino, because, you know, I kind of liken Facebook to gambling, because what you're doing is you're spending some money and figuring out what works. But the cool thing about Facebook ads is once you figure out what works, you can spend more money on that. In a casino in Vegas, you just lose your money. That's basically what happens. So let's pretend this is the dealer, and let's pretend these are a bunch of hands at a blackjack table. And if you don't play blackjack, you're still going to get this, okay? So here's how it works. Let's say the casino allowed you to go in there, and when you went in there, you had the dealer and you got to bet on whatever hand you wanted, but you had to bet on every hand first. Okay, that was the key. So you go down and you put $5 on every single hand, okay? And we're going to pretend like you aren't at the table, you're betting on other people, and even bet on the dealer, okay? And then what happens is everybody flips over their cards and we figure out who the winner is, and it turns out it's this guy here. Now what's happened is you've lost $5 here, 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 and here, right? But this one here you won on. So let's take a look at how this works. You've lost $5 here, you've lost $5 here, you've lost $5 here, you've lost $5 here, and you lost $5 up here. So you've lost 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 bucks. But here, you made 5 bucks. Okay? So you're up 10. So you've lost this $25, but here's what the casino says to you. They say, you know what? We're going to let you bet more on any hand you want now. Now, which hand are you going to bet on? You're going to bet on the losers, or you're going to bet on the winner? Probably bet on the winner. So let's say you take this hand here, and we're going to put $50 more on this one here, and it's going to return me $50 because it's a winning hand, just like it returned me the $5. Oh, but wait, you say, I want to put 100 on that one, I want to put 1,000 on that one. You can actually do that, but you have to scale this properly. Now, first off, this is never going to happen at a casino. It's not going to happen, okay? They're not going to let you bet on just the winning hands once you decide what the winning hand is. But Facebook will allow you to do that. Now, the old way of doing Facebook ads was you would do this, right? You'd spend $50 or you'd spend $100, right? And you'd win or you'd lose, okay? You'd either make some money or you would make some money. And it was a big gamble. But that's not what we do. This is our method. What we do is we break this down into audiences or ad sets, okay? So we're going to take our first ad set right here, and we're going to spend $5. Simple. And then we're going to take our second one here, and we're going to spend $5. And then we're going to take our, whoops, there we go, our third one here, and we're going to spend $5. Our fourth one here, we're going to spend $5. Let's just do a few more of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, perfect handwriting, I know, and 12. And each one of these we're going to spend $5. Okay, and we're only going to do this for maybe 2 or 3 days. So let's look at our total ad spend first off. We've got 12 times 5, okay? 12 times 5 equals $60 we're going to spend. First off, this is a whole lot less than that 150 or 200 bucks we would spend over here. So we're only going to spend $60. Now what's going to happen out of these 12 ad sets? Most of them aren't going to do well. They're just not. They're not going to do well. So what's going to happen is we're going to figure out which ones that do well. Let's say this one does well. and let's say this one does well and this one does well. Okay, so now we've got 3 that are doing well, and we're going to kill, I'll make it stand out more with red. There you go. We're going to kill all these. Okay, but what we've done is we've spent very little money to figure out which ones that do work. Okay, now the key to this obviously is picking out audiences, which I show you how to do, but if you do it this way, you can now take these that are doing well, and let's say I want to put $100 more on these. Okay, $100. I know you're saying I'll put 1,000, I'll put 10,000. You probably would at some point, but you've got to scale these properly, which I show you how to do. That's not a problem. But the key to this method here versus this old way of doing it is kind of like a rigged casino. They're allowing you to spend more money on the ones that do well, as opposed to spending a whole bunch of money and not knowing what it's going to do. And of course, the key to this is picking your audiences. But that's all you got to do. If you use this method and running your Facebook ads, you'll be just crazy successful. And if you don't, you'll lose a lot of money, which I know, I've done it in the past. And now that I have a method that works, it makes it so much easier. So that's all there really is to Facebook ads and our system. It's super easy. You can do it too. I'll talk to you later.